Okay. And back again. This is super weird. All right, so we're going to go through these examples now. So 25 to the 1/2 power is just rewritten as the square root of 25 first, which is just the principal square root of 25, which is 5. In 2, we have a negative power. So when you have a negative, you should rewrite it first as 1 over 25 to the positive 1/2. So whenever you have the negative power, you move it to the other side of the fraction bar and make it a positive. And then after that, you're going to turn the fraction exponent into a root, which would be the square root of 25 first. So that's just 5. Okay. 16 to the 3/4. So that's positive, so I leave it where it's at, and I'm just going to rewrite it as a root, which is the 4th root of 16 cubed. And you can do this like the 4th root of 16 and then cube it, or you could do like 16 cubed, whatever that is, and then take the 4th root. But usually people don't know what that is because it's like a larger number and we're not familiar with those. So I'll do the 4th root of 16 first, and then I'll take that answer and I'll cube it because this is going to break it down into a smaller number. So if you do the prime factorization of 16, if you don't happen to know that one, 16 is 4 times 4, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And since there's 4 identical factors, you can take out a 2. So the 4th root of 16, that part right there, is just going to equal 2. And then we still have to cube on the outside. So I'm going to raise 2 to the 3rd power. And I'm going to get 8. Okay, and this next one, 16 to the negative 3/4. Again, I notice it's negative, so I'm going to bring that to the denominator and make it 1 over 16 to the positive 3/4. And now this is exactly like the last problem we just did. It's just it's in the denominator instead of the numerator. So the number in the denominator becomes the index on the radical. The number in the numerator becomes the power. So the 4th root of 16, we know that's 2 because we just did that. And then 2 cubed is 8. So this one's 1 over 8. Okay. Again, a half, that's like a square root. The square root, we don't usually put the 2 there, but there's always a 2 for the index on the radical for a square root. And then we have 25 over 36 raised to the 1st power. So that's where that numerator comes in. That's the exponent. And then the 2 is the index on the root. So this is like the square root of 25 over the square root of 36, which equals 5 over 6.